H2K Infosys provides world-class online IT training, staffing, and software testing solutions to customers worldwide. H2K Infosys supports 100% job-oriented training, hands-on project work, cloud test lab, resume preparation and review, mock interviews, robust syllabus. One-time pay, lifetime access to live classes and videos. H2K Infosys has won the trust of thousands of students worldwide. For free demo class, visit h2kinfosys.com.
Hi, Kaushik out here. So we're going to see the concept of how we actually click randomly on the links present on a specific area of a web page. Now, for example, let me open up the Firefox browser and open up bbc.com. Sorry. And we're going to basically look at this particular area called latest business news. So this particular area called latest business news has 5 links. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is a web page area, and from this particular area we're going to randomly select a particular link, click on that, get a title of that particular link, okay, of the link page, and come back to bbc.com, again randomly select another link, get the title of that particular link, and come back to bbc.com again. So that is the requirement, for example. So what we are going to do is we are going to create a project. I'm calling this particular project as random link selection. I'm gonna click on the next, click on the libraries, call the external jar files of your Selenium WebDriver API. Go to order and export, select all and click on finish. So in this particular random link selection, I'm going to create a package called as random selection, and inside this I'm going to create a class file called as select link randomly. Call out the main method. Now first of all, I'm going to create the code to open up the Firefox browser. I'm going to navigate to the URL http://www.bbc.com, and after that the next thing that I'm going to do is from this particular area I'm going to select the links randomly. Now how do I get the position of this particular area? To get the position I have to use the Firepath, which is an add-on of Firebug. Okay, so I have to basically see if all these 5 links comes under a particular area or not. So I will just click on the uh, element spying button and just check out if I would do get the area which will cover all the 5 links or not. So I see there's a dotted line, and this dotted line covers all the 5 links out here, and this is the XPath of that particular web page area. So I'll copy this XPath, come back out here, and I'm going to basically do is that I'm going to find that element by the XPath method, and this is the XPath of that box area. Okay, If you hover a mouse over the find element method, the return type is a web element. So what I will do, I'll put a return type as web element as the web element interface rather, and the web element interface has a reference variable, let's say box area. I'm going to import this web element interface. Now from this box area, we have to randomly select the links. Now, as we know, the HTML tag for links is A. It's called the anchor tag. So what I'm going to do is that from this box area, find elements with S by the tag name A, because links will have the anchor tag A. So I'm trying to say that from this box area, find elements by the tag name A. So there are 5 links, so all these links will have the anchor tag A. Okay, and if we see the return, if we hover our mouse over the find elements method, the return type is a list of web elements. So I'll copy this part and call this list with the reference variable L1. We're going to basically import the list interface. The list interface is part of the utility package. Okay, now we're going to check how many links are present in that box area. So if I do a scissor right now and write down L1 dot size, this will give me the number of links in that particular area. So I'll write down the number of links in the box area are, concatenate this with L1.size. If I right now run this particular class file, I'm going to get the number of links in that box area. So let us run this particular class file. The page is still loading, we can see that. Okay, right now we see the number of links in the box area are 5. Okay, so list is basically interface which supports indexing. So if the number of links are 5, that means the indexing will start with 0 and will end at 4, because indexes are always one number less than the final value. So the size of the list is 5. That means the indexing will start at 0 and end at 4, one number less than the size. Okay, now if you know that, I'm going to close this Brazil browser. I can create a for loop. The for loop will have an integer I. The integer I represents the index number, and the index number starts at 0. So we know that the index number should be always less than the size of the list. So L1 dot size, and then I can increment the value of the indexes with I plus plus. Now here inside this, so this is going to give me the size of 5. So I'm starting the index number with 0, and it will go up to 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, inside this I'll create an object of the random class. Random is the inbuilt class of your Java. It belongs to the utility package. The random class basically helps out in giving random numbers, or random numbers which can be in integer format or double format or long format, etc. So I've created an object of the random class, new random. Okay, now I'm going to import this particular class. It belongs to the utility package. Okay, now it has a method known as r.next integer. Okay, and you can put the boundary of the integer. Now for example, if I put 6 out here, this is going to give me a random number between 0 and 6 exclusive of 6. That means it is going to create a random number between 0 and 6 excluding 6. That means it will create numbers between 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the method that we are going to use of the random class. So I'm going to comment this at this point of time. And what I'm going to do is that for clicking on the random links, I have to basically go to the list. The list is referenced by the L1 reference variables. L1 dot get index number and dot click method. The index number can be represented by this particular method called next integer, which is a method of your random number. So r dot next integer. Now we know that the number of links in the list is equal to 5. That's how we're getting the size. So if it is 5, that means I'm going to basically get random number between 0 and excluding 5. That means 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if I give the boundary of the next integer method as, for example, 5, this is going to create a random number between 0 and 5 exclusive of 5. Now I'm creating like this because the index number will start at 0 and end at 4, because the size of this particular list, which is list of your links, is equal to 5. So dot click. This is randomly going to choose a particular link. Okay, starting, so if the I is equal to 0, that is the 0th index, it is going to randomly choose a particular link and click on that. Okay, now it might be possible that it is going to randomly choose and click on the same link twice, because it's a random number generation. So this is basically going to actually have a boundary in which it is going to create a random number between 0 and 5 exclusive of 5. So if it is 1, that means get of 1. It basically click on the get of 1, means the index number 1 means the link number 2 probably. So it is also possible that when we are using the random class, it might click on the same link twice, but it will click on the link. It might be possible that it's clicking on the link twice, but yes, the number of links that it is supposed to click is only 5, because the size of this particular list is equal to 5. So after that, how do we know that it has clicked on a particular randomly clicked on a particular link? So I can use driver dot get title, and I can put the return type of get title method is a string. If I hover my mouse over the get title, so I'll put it in a string, let's say uh, link title equal to, and I can put a sysO statement, something like this. Again, the title of the page is concatenated with this with the variable link title out here. So this will make me sure that it has clicked on a random link, and since it has clicked, is able to get the title of that particular page. So after it get the title, I'm going to come back to bbc.com. That is my requirement. Okay, so when it comes back to the bbc.com, okay, it will lose the cache memory of the box area and the list. So I need to recreate the cache memory of the box area. So I'm going to copy and paste it out here and recreate the list of web elements by copying the reference variable L1 of the list interface. This is needed, otherwise it is going to show a stale element exception. Stale element reference exception. Stale element reference exception comes when the state of the page changes. Now out here I am clicking on a link randomly. So it is changing the state from bbc.com to the link page. And I am coming back to the bbc.com. So when it comes back to bbc.com, this web element uh, reference cache memory gets lost, and the uh, list of your links gets lost. So after you come back to bbc.com, we need to recreate the cache memory by calling up the box area and L1 again. And one more thing I'm going to do is that after it basically clicks on a particular link, I'm going to put the thread.sleep method to be on the safer side, so that there is a synchronization between the Selenium script running and the application. Plus, I'm also going to use the thread.sleep method after it comes back to bbc.com. So I'll have a time period of 5 seconds before it comes back to actually bbc.com and recreates the lost web element for the box area and the list of web elements referenced by L1. So once we have done that, we can now run the class file, and after that, when it runs off, we can actually go back and driver dot quit to close the browser. So after this, we can run the class file. So let us run this. So this is randomly selecting a link from a particular web page and clicking on that. So number of links consisting on the list of web elements is 5. So it might basically happen that it can click on a particular link twice, but it will only choose 5 times and click on the link 5 times. Either all the links will be clicked, which can be 5 in number, or the same link can be clicked 5 times because it's a random method used. And right now it is BBC Live, RBC shares things on Williams and Gine News. Come back to bbc.com. First, first link number 1 has been clicked. There are 5 links in the list of web elements. This is link number 2, US economic growth, and this is the title of the page. If you hover my mouse, this is the title of the page. This title will be thrown out in the console. Come back to bbc.com. Now you see the US economic growth has been clicked twice because it's a random selection of links. So you might click on the same link twice because you are using the random method out here. The random class has been used to create the random method of selecting the links randomly. Come back to bbc.com and then clicks on Comcast. This is the fourth link, number 4. The number of links that has been clicked is 4, irrespective of the fact that one of the links has been clicked twice. Come back to bbc.com and this is the fifth link being clicked. Come back to bbc.com. That means now the list contains number of links equal to 5. Now we have clicked and shown the 5 links which has been clicked, irrespective of the fact that one of the links was clicked twice. Now if you see the console result, the number of links in the box area is 5. That is what we get, and these are the title of the page. These are the titles. Now this is the first link being clicked. This is the second link being clicked. Now the second link has been chosen randomly again. So as I have told you, random class has a method called next integer, which can choose the same link twice. So that is what it has done. So this is as a whole totally the third link. This is the fourth link, and this is the fifth link. Even if you see the fourth link which has been clicked and whose title you are getting out here has been clicked again, and that has been clicked again because the random class has been used. This is how you actually select links from a particular web page area or web area and click on the links randomly by using the random class. I hope you have understood it. Thanks for the patience and see you.